11 with Jenna. 11 with Jenna. 11 with Jenna. 11. Who you gonna call right now? 11 with Jenna. With Jenna. 11 with Jenna. Right now. 11 with Jenna. With Jenna. It's 11. Who you gonna call right now? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Tuesday, June 1st, number 1, 2021. How's that going for you? Wow. Hi. Can you hear me okay? I didn't plug in my microphone because I didn't plug in my microphone. And I'm watching my friend Peter do his daily stream, and I'm going to have to say goodbye to that. I'll say goodbye to love. I just made up a new song. Not really, but hi. It is Tuesday. It is Tuesday. 2 comments. Who are the 2 people? Cordelia, trying to figure out. You can hear me. Oh, great. Thank you. Well, hey, Patty. Hey, Michael. Figuring out the Zoom thing. I sent you the link. Do you Zoom already? If you don't Zoom, I could have done something different, but we didn't have that conversation. Why didn't we talk, Cordelia? Is my microphone, is this a little bit blurry? Hold on. See you in a second. Ooh, like, I guess it's as clear as it's going to be. But that was a fun little disco moment. Hey, Vinny, I'm going to see about getting you a ride out to Lake County for the gig on Sunday. And, got it. Well, today is Tuesday, and last night was Monday night. And how cool. If you were here last night at the show, I loved it. It was all, I was sitting there with Ellen, and I said, you know what, I gotta leave because I have to get ready for my show. And she goes, oh, what are you doing tonight? Meditation. Oh, that sounds great. I can do meditation. Hey, what if I accompanied you on your meditation? And I went, Ellen Hoffman accompanying me on my meditation? Hells to the yeah. So that's what we did. And good morning, Mr. Dave Love. Happy birthday to your granddaughter. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. She's a cutie. I love her little bathing suit outfit, cover up, groovy thing. She's the bomb shit. The bomb shit. But yes, last night, that's cute. Last night, Ellen Hoffman, unbelievable. Zoe Ellis, Zoe's daughter Lily. I mean, it's just like, it all just happened in the most beautiful way, just like this morning. Here I am in the 510, getting ready to go to England if she gets here. If you can't do it today, Cordelia, we'll do it tomorrow. Actually, tomorrow morning is make and bake with Patty. But tonight is Dr. Andrew Rada. And we will be sitting in the same room, right? Like Andy, Jenna, Shauna. Andy, Jenna, Shauna. Thank you for the cocktail, Shauna. Andy, Jenna, Shauna. Thank you for the most incredible food, Shauna. Andy, Jenna, Shauna, Emma. Dog. Lillian is on vacay up at the ranch. She's being a ranch dog. She's having a blast. She's getting a, she's being a cat this week. She has a, what's his name? Andy Flanders, 21 years old.
is her BFF. Chica and Lillian have kind of, they're like, both divas in the house. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. And we will be talking about, I don't have any in front of me at this moment, but new magnets in the house. New magnets. $15 a piece. $11.11 for the magnet. And what is that? $3.89, something like that, for shipping. $4. Yeah, you get it. I knew a minute ago. I have it. I had the whole spiel, but I don't have a magnet, so I can't like do it because my brain. It's only 11. It's only 8:17 in the morning. Goof morning to you too, Armando Ortega. So yeah. So tonight, Dr. Andrew Rader. Tomorrow morning, Patty. But right, $3.99. Yeah, that's what I thought. $3.99 shipping and handling. Thank you. But no, it'd be $3.89 because it's $11.11, right? $3.89. Ladies and gentlemen, one of my favorite people, favorite posters, favorite artists, favorite groovy body workers, the favorite body worker that I've ever had in my life. Cordelia DeVere. Hi. There she is. There she is. There she is. There she is. Hi, most talented, beautiful, funny, cool, great, awesome person, human being of the planet, Cordelia. Like Cher, there's Cordelia. Hi. You need to unmute thyself. Do you see in the corner? Ask to unmute.
Unmute. There we go.
Yay!
Girl.
Hi.
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 Hi. How's my girl?
Hi. I'm in Oakland. I walked by your office on Piedmont Avenue yesterday.
Really? What is it these days?
There's a whole lot of stuff going on there. There's this whole flower thing, and it got bigger, but I always go and Gaylord's is gone.
No way. Wow.
I know.
That was like my go-to place.
I know.
I'm not a Starbucks fan, I'm afraid.
Never been. Won't go. Never been.
Star something else, not Starbucks.
That's true. That's true. Wow. So you're in England, and I forget where, because
I'm in a little market town called Ludlow.
Ludlow.
Yeah.
What's it like there? What has it been like there this year?
Well, we have a castle in town, and I live about a mile from the old town, and I have a view of the Longmen, which is a sort of like well, they don't have mountains here; they have hills, but they're big hills.
Big green hills.
Yeah, everything is very green now because we have had nothing but rain the whole month of May. And today it's glorious. Today is like summer. And it's a little overcast now, but it was actually hot walking back from Pilates this morning.
Ooh.
So I have, the streets are cobblestone and the structures are all from, the 15th century, 16th century, with modern touches too. So it's very quaint, and it's what did I say? Well, it's a little town. So
do you feel like you're on a movie set when you're walking down the street?
Sometimes I do, yes.
Yeah,
yes.
I bet. Uh-huh.
And, you know, we have, like, we buy meat at the butcher's and you buy vegetables at the open air market. And there's a regular grocery store here too. And they're building another one. Things are expanding
Uh-huh.
as the town grows a little bit larger. But it it had some Michelin star restaurants back
Wow.
in the not what they call the naughties here, which is the 2000s.
The
Um,
naughty.
the naughties, yeah. Um, and then you know, people started flocking here. They would come here for the weekend from London or from
Okay.
Manchester or Birmingham. And I'd
And
say
how do
we're
you, is it if I got on a train in London?
mhm. You would switch trains at in probably Manchester,
That
and
means
it
I
would
would get lost. Okay, so I'd
yeah,
get lost in
it's like
Manchester.
Bart, it's like Bart, but a
Where do
little
I
more
go? How do I get to Ludlow? Anybody? And they'd be like, stupid
they would
American.
really help you because
Okay.
when you speak with an American accent here, you're exotic.
Really?
Mhm.
Whoa.
So
Help!
I
Help!
think they talk funny.
Well, I'm noticing that you're not picking it up. You know how some
Oh no, I pick it up words like one time my husband was talking about the larder, and for the life of me I didn't know what he was talking about. And the larder, okay, and I kept thinking that he was saying ladder the wrong way, you know, in his funny way. And it turns out that a larder is actually a pantry. And it took me a while to actually figure that out, you know, when he was talking about the larder. So now I just call it the larder.
but you don't
They
say you say literally.
literally,
Literally.
literally, yeah. And then they pronounce aluminium.
Aluminium.
And then they pronounce, what else do they pronounce funny? A lot of words. So even though you
I'm
think
here.
they're speaking English,
Yes.
they're not.
They're not. It's just a different. I'm trying to get my lighting better.
Okay.
But anyway, Larger. Okay, I'll remember that.
Larder.
Larger. I won't remember that, but
No, you don't need to. Trust me. I think it's sort of an antiquated term regardless. So, but people know what you're talking about when you talk about them. And
so are
then,
you known as like this incredible artist from California?
no, not really. I think my neighbors are intrigued. I've made a Mondrian-ish sculpture out on our front yard, which is terraced. And that was designed by Clive and implemented by me. That was his idea. And then I made in the back, I have three garden totems. One is about 8.5 feet tall, and the other is about 5.5, and then the other one is 2 feet. And we put solar lights out there so they light up at night.
Nice. So when
Yes.
people walk by, they can see it, or no?
No, because it's in our backyard. So and it's the light here is we're very far north. Who are you kissing to?
My mama,
Oh,
my
nice.
mama Grace, and I saw that beautiful photo of you and your mom today.
Yeah, that was in Cappadocia in Turkey.
Wow.
Yeah, we were supposed to go on a hot air balloon. This is about 6 years ago. She was 81. She's 87 today. Her
Really?
birthday.
Today is her birthday?
Yeah, happy birthday, Mom.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is the rowdy, this is the long applause. They take a while to simmer down. What's that?
Where
What
did
did you
this
say?
crowd roar come from? This
Oh,
is
I
great.
know. They're wild. My mother's birthday was on Thursday and she was 90.
No,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
Wow, she looks good. You tell her
Yeah.
she's good.
You tell her she's here. She's on the show.
Hey,
I mean,
Mama
she's
Mary,
not-
you look good. So where are you staying now? Whose
I'm
house are
in
you?
Oakland. I'm in Rockridge, Lower Rockridge,
Oh,
Temescal, you know, where all the hipsters hang out.
oh yeah, on college, yeah.
That's why I have my hat on, because I'm so
You,
hip.
you're
That or
always
my
girl.
my bike hat.
You know Serrano, right? You know
Say
Andrea.
what?
You know
Yeah,
Serrano.
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And
She's.
Leslie, you and I are connected through Leslie Sobelson
I
and
know.
Devin.
I know. Isn't that a small world?
Well, that there's this the seeing you again after so long. I was sitting in the back of Outback with Leslie, and then Laura Cooksey walked in, and
Yeah.
then Laura goes, Cordelia, and I went, Cordelia. There's only one Cordelia. What are you talking about? And we all had this, Outback in the Temple of Venus love
Do,
hang in the back.
do you know Debbie too?
Oh, she's my sister, my mama, I've known her. I used to live on Carlton Street when Outback was on
Oh, and Outback was on Sacramento.
Sacramento, and I ended up working
Yeah.
there for years. Yeah.
Oh my God.
I'm
Oh no.
hoping
Oh
to
my.
magically run into her today. My plan is to magically run into her today. We haven't discussed it, but I think it might happen, where it'll just happen.
To Leslie or Debbie?
Debbie, I wanted to see Leslie, but she's busy.
She's got grandkids, I think she takes care of. Yeah. She's a good grandmama.
She's cool people.
I
She's cool
love
people.
that. I love
Where is
that.
your mom?
Hmm?
Where is your mom?
Oh, Santa Barbara.
Ah. Where in Santa Barbara?
She lives about a half a mile from the beach, down Portosuelo. Um, like if you're coming down 101 and you passed Goleta, and
Uh-huh.
it's like she's maybe only like 5 minutes from State Street too.
Nice.
I mean, everything's close in Santa Barbara. And she's a sculptor there. My mother is a sculptor and a painter. And
Oh, I bet she knows my cousin's ex-husband. I
I'll
know
bet
she
she does. She knows everybody in the art world there.
she does. She knows him. He's a sculptor and an architect, and he used to have a restaurant on State Street. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. What's his name?
His name was Mike DeRose.
I'll have to ask her. Mike DeRose.
Yeah.
How old a guy would he be now?
70.
Oh, okay. Sort of my mom's contemporary. Yeah. Okay.
That 60. They were there. I first visited them in Santa Barbara in maybe 85.
Okay.
84, 85. So they were there.
Okay.
Yeah, and he had a Spanish restaurant on on State Street, and I can't remember the name of it, but it's no longer there, I don't think.
Yeah, well, there's probably a lot of places that are no longer there. You know, they what they did to try to resurrect State Street is they just blocked traffic altogether. You can't drive down State Street, only some of
What?
yeah, they just let people walk it, you know what I mean?
Oh, I
Because
call it a soft street, but it's called a slow street. So they made it a slow street?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
yeah,
The last time I was there, the sidewalks were tiled, you know.
yes, yes. Well, it's a wealthier community. They can afford that kind of stuff. Not all of it, Santa Barbara.
When one of your princes moves over to Montecito, you know that things are changing, right?
Yeah. So I said to my mom, so you have royalty living near you. And she says, yeah, it's about 3 miles and about $8 million more
Eight.
than our house
And
here. But hey,
royalty in Santa Barbara.
yeah.
Are you working on anything now? I saw what you did the other day. What did it say? Something about it was something that I say.
Yeah, it says, hold on, I'll show you. Hold on.
Oh, we're gonna see for R. We're gonna see for R.
Okay.
Well, next time I'm in
So
Santa
I'm not gonna
Barbara.
see what you see, let's see. Okay, can you see the art on the wall?
Yes.
And then this is the new one that I just
Did I just roll my eyes out loud? Oh, that's
And
good.
then, let me see, what else have I been working on? Okay, so I've been working on the house numbers. This is gonna go in the front yard. And then this is another piece I did.
Oh, I love.
You love that?
Look at that. Can you zoom in on it? Look at the flowers. Wow, Cordelia.
Would you like that one?
Oh, I don't know. I love it. I love them all. Wow. Wow. Oh, I remember when you posted that. So this is kind of a newer medium for you, yes?
Well, I worked with glass before. Let's see if this is dry. This is a little altar I've been working on as a Christmas gift. Hold on, I'm gonna pick this up and hold on. So this
What I
isn't
love.
grouted
I like
yet.
anything. I love everything.
So that's
Wow.
little
Oh,
altar.
that's really heavy work.
Well, it's tedious because it's so little. And then I'm gonna take you outside. I'm gonna just walk you through my garden, okay?
Hold on, I'm going to put you on.
This is a pot this is a pot that I did.
That is
Can you
so
see that?
cool. Yes. Now, did you
And
do
then-
it piece by piece and then put it together?
No, I did it. It's a cement pot and then it's mosaic piece by piece and then grouted.
Look at your garden. Look where you live. And she froze. Wow. Oh, you have a garden. You're growing things.
And then these are my totems. Can you see them?
Yes. So bomb shit cool. So cool.
This is my favorite little one. And then these are the little solar lights that light it up. And then this is sort of the rest of the garden. We have little things and yeah, there you go.
Wow. Hold on.
And then
stand
this
in-
is our amethyst.
Do you have
Wow.
solar on your roof?
No, that's next door.
Okay.
But we have solar lights in the garden. So yeah,
Ludlow.
Ludlow. It's northeast of London, about 4 hours northeast of London.
4 hours. Okay. And I'm geographically not great about England. How close are you to Kent?
Probably about the same.
Okay.
About
So it's an opposite direction kind of
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, yeah. My geography is a little, well, it's a little tweaked here. There's funny names for things like something upon Avon and much Wenlock and things sound bizarre to me. Like there's towns that like Shrewsbury is a town. Now, some people say Shrewsbury, some people say Shrewsbury. But I look at Shakespeare's work and the shrew, Taming of the Shrew, spelled the same way. So I call it Shrewsbury, but a lot of locals call it Shrewsbury. So it's getting the pronunciation. And then there's, let me think of a town. What is it? Worcester. Worcester. You would normally say Worcestershire, like a
Worcestershire.
sauce.
Like
Yeah,
the
but
sauce?
they call it Worcester. So, you know, And because I can't drive here yet, which is a whole other issue.
Do you want to?
Oh, gosh, yes. But they drive on the wrong side of the road here.
Right. On the wrong side of the car.
That's right. And you're in the other, you're driving from the passenger side. And
I don't know if I could, I only did it once, probably 30 years ago. I don't know how great my reflexes would be
well,
in that.
I'll tell you, I was here in the 80s, right after the Lockerbie incident. I was here on holiday and I did a lot of driving, and I actually did really well. But this time, it's the country and the roads are extremely narrow and small country roads, enough for one car, and they're expecting two, including a, tractor trailer to come through on the same road with no, no ditches, no anything, just hedges. It's very frightening. And, when you're used to having cars come from your right, all of a sudden, from your left, they're all of a sudden coming from your right,
Right.
close by. And it's.
And you're on the right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I have a tendency to sort of hug the curb, whatever curb there.
I would too. So do you have to take how will you get a license?
Okay.
Do you take
So you have to take, first of all, you get a provisional driver's license. I had a California license that I could drive on for a year. So when I first got here, I didn't think about hurry, get another driver's license because I had a year. But I should have, because the lockdown happened and everything closed. So I initially got just a provisional driver's license, which is like a learning permit where you have to drive with somebody. And then you take this test, and one is a theory and one is a hazard test. Well, the hazard test, nobody who's driving these days, short of a 21-year-old video game expert, could pass this hazard test. Okay. I've been driving for 55 years. I actually more than that now, because my dad taught me how to drive when I was 10 years old. And this test was really hard. 4 times it took me.
Oh gosh.
And over the course of like 10 months, because everything's backlogged here now, backlogged. 4 times it took me to pass this hazard test. And I studied.
You did it online?
You have to go to a testing center. Yeah, I studied online. And then you have to go to this testing center and pass. And I passed on the 4th time. I never had an issue with the theory. I passed the theory every time. But the hazard test, like I'm telling you, you need to be 20 and have be distracted. And I used to look at the hazard coming up,
have
and
really loud music inside your ears, and be on your phone, and
hazard, boom, and then hit the little button. And so I passed that, and then I had to wait 6 months in order to schedule my practical test. So with the bans here, they lifted some of the restrictions in April 12th. My appointment was April 18th, except they closed the test center that my appointment was in. So I called my driving instructor and I said, help. And he ended up finding me one in Worcester, and which is a big city, which I'm thinking, well, that's probably better to drive than on country roads, but I don't know the city at all. So, I said, I'll take it. I'll take the first one anybody has available. It's somewhere at the end of July. And then we saw that the test center was open in Ludlow again. And now I have my practical test August 10th. So God help me if I don't pass this practical test, because I won't get another one for another 6 months.
wow.
It is probably one of the hardest things I've ever done, is try to get a driver's license in Britain. Unbelievable. It's unbelievably hard. Unbelievably hard. So what can I do? But I have to walk everywhere, or I drive with Clive,
You're allowed to drive with Clive?
Yeah,
Drive
because
with
it's
Clive?
like it's like a what we call a learner's permit. You know, you can drive with an adult who has a driver's license.
I would totally be hugging the side. I'd be like,
Yeah. And we got a bigger car too. That's the other thing we did. We turned in our little Jazz and we bought a Honda CRV.
oh, fun.
And so it's a hybrid. So we get much, you know, we're doing our part for the environment.
There you go.
And they're gonna ban all diesel, well, they're gonna ban all fuel cars here by 2020, by 2030.
In England or in
Mm.
Ludlow? In
No,
England.
in
Wow.
England. Mhm, mhm.
Keeps
The big,
happening.
the big push is to go electric, but they don't have the stations for it. You know, they have to build the infrastructure for it. I don't think it's gonna translate by 2030, but you never know. You know what I mean?
Yeah, in Berkeley now, Oakland, it's Tesla country.
Oh, yeah,
Everyone,
or Prius, you know, yeah.
and also a Fiats, those little cute little Fiats, the little tiny
Oh,
ones.
yeah, 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 the
They
little,
have
yeah.
electric ones now.
Oh, do
But
they?
yeah,
And smart cars and yeah, yeah.
quite chic. When was the last time you were here? Like when you left? Have you been
Two, it's been more than 2 years, but we're coming back in the fall. We're coming back November the 14th.
Oh,
We're staying a month. And our last week, we're going to Santa Fe, New Mexico.
nice.
Yeah, my favorite place in the continental United States.
It's
Santa.
lovely. It's
You bet.
lovely. Yeah, my mom is from New Mexico.
Oh, is she?
So I grew up going to all places New Mexico. Good morning.
Yeah.
Coffee. Wow. It's coffee time.
Huh?
Do you drink coffee over there or do you drink tea?
No, tea in the morning, and we have coffee at 10:20 in the morning, and we listen. It's a ritual with the Pop Master, which is a game show on one of the BBC channels, and they test contestants on their ability to answer pop music questions.
Oh, I would be good at that. What you mean, like new pop or old pop?
Old pop, new pop, I mean, everything.
I don't know new pop. I know old pop.
I know old pop too, yeah. And you know, there's a lot of artists that because I'm not a musician, wouldn't necessarily know here in England, on pop charts and stuff. But I always tell they at the end, the loser gets what they call a one year out t-shirt that Clive wants so badly. And what that is,
Oh,
sometimes when you answer a question, Ken Bruce will go, oh, 1 year out. You know, he'll ask you, what year were these top hits? And you'll say 1967. He'll go, oh, 2 years out. It was 1965 or something, or 85. And so they give you this, it's sort of a badge of honor to have a one
I
out
get a 1
t-shirt.
year. So are you applying to be on the show?
I'm going to, but I don't want to feel like a total dummy. I have to be able to get some points. So I've been listening, and even if I just get 3 points, you know.
Oh, 1 year out.
Oh, 1 year out. And I'm
Well,
hoping that
we'll
they'll
have to
like
get Clive.
American hits, American #1 hits, or something American that I can link into so that I don't look like a total dipshit.
There she is, the American, the exotic American. Yeah, my mom has a CRV, but it's not electric. We still use gasoline, but it's a groovy car. We have 1111 within a t-shirt, so we'll have to get Clive an 1111 t-shirt.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, he'd love that. Yeah, he'd love that.
So is he retired?
Yes, he and his late wife were jewelers in London, and they made jewelry. And then about 20 plus years ago, they had left London and moved up here, lived in a little town near Craven Arms, and they had a little bungalow there, and they had a workshop in Ludlow. And so Clive and Clarissa was her name. They retired and traveled, and they were really into mountain climbing and walking. So they've been all over Europe and parts of Africa, and then sadly she got ill, and they were they had bought this house that Clive and I are living in, but sadly she passed away before she moved in.
Oh,
So in some ways it's good that, you know,
yeah. And how did you two meet?
in Brazil. Didn't I ever tell you?
Well, you told me, but
Okay.
you haven't told my mom.
Okay. So my mom and I went on holiday.
You and your mom go on groovy holidays.
We go on totally awesome holidays together because her partner at the time was still working, and I was self-employed up in the Bay Area. So that I was doing project management and color consultation and that sort of thing. So I could leave my job sites for, a week or two and not have the whole world crash in. So we took a trip to the Pantanal, which is the wetlands of Brazil, down near Uruguay, Paraguay. And then we were on a mammal and bird adventure in the Pantanal. And then we flew to Argentina to see Iguazu Falls from both the Brazilian and the Argentinian side. And anyways, we went with a British tour company because we had done that in the first part of our trip when we were in Turkey a few years earlier. And then we would go out on our own. We would base the trip, and then we would do other things. And on this trip to Brazil, we were in Sao Paulo for a couple of days. Then we met and then went and drove into the Pantanal. And then afterwards we flew from, I'm trying to remember the name of this little hub, but I can't. And then we flew to Rio and spent a couple of days in Rio de Janeiro. Oh my God. In this little Airbnb with like sliding doors that opened up, and all you could see was the ocean and the beaches. We were like right between Copacabana and Ipanema beaches.
So the girl from Ipanema, like you just saw her walking on the beach.
We were like right on the border of those beaches. And so we had a great time. But the long and short of it, I'm babbling here, is Clive was on this tour. And so, we were all friendly with each other and this and that. And I said rather casually that, if he was ever in the States, he could look us up and come see us. Both my mother and I liked him. And so he came the next day or day after or whatever and said, "Did you really mean that?" And I'm like, "Well, of course I did." So he came. He came to San Francisco, and I guess one thing led to the other, and we decided, wow, we kind of like each other here, and we have to be together. But it was easier to do if we were married versus just.
So did he leave, and then you decide? Did you have a kind of a long distance thing for a while, or did you just decide right there? Okay, I didn't know. I thought maybe you decided.
No, we had a long distance thing for over a year and a half. And then we decided, okay, well, we'll get married because that's the only way that I could. We had to decide whether he moved to the States or I moved here. And he had a kitty and I had a kitty. And he wanted a yard, and I lived in the condo, the condo that you visited, but I didn't have a yard. I didn't have a yard. So it would have been moving out of that condo, but our biggest issue was health insurance. And you know what insurance is like in the States.
Right.
And I probably would have been out of pocket at least $1,000 a month for his health care, and by another year, I was going to be on Social Security, so I'd have Medicare. But, I didn't know where I was going to come up with that extra $1,000. And Clyde was a retiree as he's a pensioner. So and things are expensive in the Bay Area, as you know. So I said, okay, well, I can try living in England and see how that goes. But we had to go through all sorts of hoops through immigration, and things are much harder now since 9/11. I mean, it's not an easy breezy kind of like, oh, gee, I want to live here. They ask you questions and you got to prove you have X amount of dollars, and it's
Oh, really? You have to come there with money.
Mhm, mhm. Yeah.
Wow.
Or
So
he,
now you're
or
there. Are you a citizen? Did you give up your citizenship?
no, I'll never give up my American citizenship. But what I will do is right now I have what they call a temporary resident visa. And when 2 years is up, 2.5 years is up, I reapply for another 2.5 years. And at 5 years, I have permanent residency, meaning I can travel in and out of the country in 5 years. It's the equivalent of a green card in the
Okay.
States, but it takes 5 years to get here, unless, of course, you're royalty.
And you can just fly back and forth. I have a dear friend that lives in Greenwich.
Okay.
And have you ever been to that market? Have you ever
No,
been to Greenwich?
never.
Where, it's a beautiful, another small town in England. And
Mhm.
they have this market on Saturdays that's just fabulous. They have oysters at the
What?
market, mussels and oysters and all that. I
Yeah.
mean, it's farmers market, Saturday farmers market. And I just had the best time getting lost there. But she's been there, I think, 9 years. I'd love to connect you guys. She's also an artist. And then I
Okay.
have a friend that lives in London, who's from Los Angeles. And then my
What?
friend in Kent. So I have
All
a
these
whole,
all these expats, huh?
yeah, yep.
What brought them to England?
Um, she married Sam, who lived in Greenwich. They met
Oh,
somewhere in the world. And
okay.
then another friend of mine's a writer, and the other one is from England. Did you ever know Jill Neff?
Mm-mm.
Larry Neff was the lighting designer for Kronos Quartet, and that was
Okay.
her son. And I know you know Theater Artaud people. They were all Theater Artaud, like beginning
Okay.
early
Okay.
Theater Artaud people.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
they found a little secondary home. Yeah.
But and she's from Kent
Oh, she is. Uh-huh.
and lives there still. And she's a sculptor. You need
Wow.
to meet her. You need to meet Jill.
Okay. Send me
Totally.
her info and I'll email her and just say
I
hello.
mean, she has a working kiln and everything right
Wow.
there on her property. You need to
Wow.
meet Jill. Yes. Yes,
Okay.
yes, yes. Wow. I just thought of that. Well, I'm so glad that you agreed to come here, and I would love for you to come back anytime because it works for you
Okay.
time-wise. It's the afternoon, yes?
Oh, it's perfect. Yeah. So you're doing your 11:11 East Coast time.
So it's
Even
8:11 when I start here on the
yeah.
West Coast.
So there aren't a lot of people listening in the morning, are there?
You know, ever since things are opening up now, there are less people on, but
Mhm.
it's okay. I still enjoy it. Tonight, my friend Andy Rader, who's an acupuncturist, hypnotherapist, will be here.
Oh,
And
nice.
and he's been doing the show I've been doing the show since March 20th, March 23rd of 2020, every day, every night.
That's brilliant.
And he's been on, I think, at least seven, if not, he's been on more than half of a year, every Tuesday night. And now we're going to be sitting right next to each other tonight.
Woo,
Fun.
baby.
And then on Wednesdays, my friend Patty makes and bakes, and I bake, and she bakes, and we make, and Wednesday night, we kind of have a cocktail or maybe eat what we made. And Thursday mornings are chill. And Thursday nights was another time, but it's nighttime. It's middle of the night for you, but I do it's called Conversations with the Creatives. So I have a creative. And then the third Thursday of the month, we do Koronaroki, where people come on and perform poetry,
Wow.
sing, dance, whatever. And then
I'll have
Friday,
to get more in tune with this now.
yeah, it's really fun. It could be your other thing that you guys could have. What could you drink at this moment? What time is it there?
Well,
Four?
it's, you know, it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
5 o'clock.
It's 10 to 5.
Okay.
It's 10. Okay, good.
So it
All
would
right.
be 4:11 your time. Now I
Okay,
know.
good.
So
All right.
yeah, really cool.
Thank you, babe.
I'll drive around the Bay Area and think of you today because I'll be going. Do you know Ellen Hoffman, pianist Ellen Hoffman?
Name sounds familiar. Name. Yeah.
I'll be hanging out with her today. Last night she was on my show. I do a Monday night song meditation, and she accompanied my meditation.
Very nice.
It's fun.
Very
It's
good.
It's my art.
It's probably kept you sane. Well, as sane as you want to be.
Yeah. Yeah. And I love all your posts. Know that. And you'll get some people. Okay, so I'm going to do you have a website also, or just are you on
I do,
Facebook?
but mostly my dolls are on my website, but it's www.renegadeart.net.
Hold on. www.renegade
EGADE, renegade.net.
art.net. Check her out, everybody. And
Okay, boo.
and what happens here also is this will go on to YouTube.
Oh,
And then
okay.
other people will see you. And I tagged you, and you are now tagged, and you have 7 people are watching it from around the country and 1 person in Canada.
Nice. All right, my love.
Cordelia DeVere, thank you, thank you, thank you. Another round of a standing applause for you. It's wild.
Okay,
Good
honey.
luck. Good luck on the pop show. What's it called?
Okay. Pop Master.
Pop Master.
Okay.
Cool. Bye.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye. Bye.
Cordelia. She's so cool. I love her. I do. You're still here. That's why I said it. I love you. Okay, kids, it is 11:59 on the East Coast, 8:59 on the West Coast, and I need to jump on to my next call. So thank you, Mama Grace, for being here. I'm not sure who else is here. Michael, if you're still here, check out Cordelia, renegadeart.net. Didn't quite get that in there correctly, but I will fix that. I will fix that in a minute. Let me take that off now. Delete comment. And thank you very much, William, for that. .REN. Renegade art dot. Why is it doing that to me? It won't art dot net. There it is. Cordelia, thank you. Everyone else, thank you. Mama Grace, thank you. I'll see you soon. I'm going to go hang out with Ellen, and Cordelia is watching. I have this thing in my back right now, Cordelia, and I know you could just go and magically remove, but I love that you're doing your art, and we'll have to talk about your dolls next time. Dolls and a cocktail. I'll have a celery cocktail with you. Thank you. Everyone else, have a beautiful day. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Be nice. There's a party going on right here. Carl, we're leaving right now. I know. Well, it'll happen. I'll have to make a London, England thing. Or keep me posted on October, November, because my birthday is October 24th. So I'll be back here probably November-ish. All the time. We'll make it work. Thank you, William. Posting the listings. Guys, I gotta go. For Cordelia. Conscious thoughts. Cool words. And a courteous heart. Courteous? Contagious heart. Thank you, Cordelia DeVere. Thank you, Mama Grace. Thank you, William. Thank you, Michael. I miss Julie in the morning. Patty. Carl. I'm going to go listen to some Yes. Love hard. Really hard. Where? What? How's it going? Oh, here we are.
11 with Jenna. 11 with Jenna. 11 with Jenna. 11. Who you gonna call right now? 11 with Jenna. With Jenna. 11 with Jenna. Right now. 11 with Jenna. With Jenna. It's 11. Who you gonna call right now?
Pop Masters. Check it out. See you tonight.